My friends, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Oh man, nothing new under the sun. All we are doing right now is capitalizing on what was, what is, and what will be based on what was and what is. Okay, so at this point, it's hard to say that anyone is self-made, which is okay, because all we are doing is just taking something and just building upon it, which, I mean, that's been the case since the beginning of time. There's nothing wrong with it. And to say something is self-made is kind of more of a, I won't say ignorant, but just kind of more of a label, just something to just wear on your shoulders. But realistically speaking, if we want to speak of cosmetics, you know, you didn't invent the wheel that encourages people to put, you know, a particular substance on their face to alter their appearance. You know, this stemmed from, I mean, pick something. Let's speak on who instilled insecurity in people to the point where they felt like they were too plain or they're not sexy enough or whatever. Or it doesn't have to be anything as extreme as fear, but it's pretty evident, you know. People will tell you that. Some people can't go to the goddamn gas station without makeup on. It's whatever. It's not. I'm not really making this about makeup, but you know, it could also be all, you know, I just think I look a little too dull. That's it. You know, I see what's flashy, what's on TV, and that's what I want. And that wheel has been invented a long ass time ago. I don't know if it was a natural thing, if somebody deliberately saw that there would be money in people's insecurities and things like that, but whatever people deem to be necessity is likely where the money is going to follow. Okay, so I mean, God, to say something is self-made, I mean, you have to give credit to so many people. I mean, the fact that you can make it into your teenage years without dying, you know, you owe that to somebody. So if you go on to be a great success, you didn't do it on your own. Okay? And then it's like, you can break this down into so many ways, it's not even funny, and I'm not even trying to get technical. Is it really worth getting technical? Because you get the point. But I mean, goddamn, there's so many people you have to think that you don't even know, that you probably didn't even look in the eye. I mean, your goddamn bus driver who got you to school, who got you back home, they contributed to your success. You know, you had your bus driver drove drunk one day or something. You could have went off a goddamn bridge or something like that. Boom, no success. No success for you. Unless you want to call that life a success, you know. Short life of success, which it could be, you know. So whenever I think about, even though I spent a lot of time alone working on things that people didn't help me necessarily, you know, they helped me with, they didn't sit down in my writing sessions or whatever sessions and coach me or give me ideas and things like that, I still have people to thank. Or the doctor in the hospital when I was born, you know, the doctors who diagnosed me properly every time I went and gave me a clean bill of health and didn't say, oh, hey, you got fucking cancer, so let's do this chemo. And, you know, it didn't kill me off and shit, you know, because I would know no difference. I have no way of checking. Well, I mean, I could go to another doctor, but I mean, who's going to do that? They tell you got cancer. Some people will get a second opinion, but others, they're just thinking about how to get remedy for that. But yeah, I mean, it's that. I mean, you trust that the people who cook your food, you know, and wherever, you trust that they aren't having a fucked up ass day and they didn't put cyanide in your shit or whatever type of poison you can think of. I'm taking these glasses off because. You know, it's dark enough in here, really. So that's just some of the things that I think about. And, you know, even if I build a business, I'm the sole owner of it, my idea is it's not going to be anything original. I'll probably be tying multiple aspects from it. They're probably, like you take Instagram for example. And this is something that I learned. The reason why Instagram is so successful is because they do something called trend stacking. Okay? I mean, in Facebook and pretty much anything popping right now, trend stacking. So you don't just take one thing that's in, you take multiple things and you tie it together, 2, 3, 4. So with the Instagram or Facebook, people like videos, boom, put it on there. People like pictures, put it on there. People like interacting, put it on there. People like music, put it on there. People like to buy shit online, put it on there. Tie it all together and you make a powerhouse. And that's why Netflix wiped out Blockbuster. That's why Amazon is just wiping out stores left and right. It's almost fucking scary. After a while, I mean, it's going to be more, I can't say more online businesses, but a lot more businesses just fading into obscurity because Amazon is just swallowing them the fuck up. And not even Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, is self-made because he's nothing without his customers. He's nothing without the ideas that came before him, And he would agree, So, to wrap this all up, no matter how much time you spend alone when you're working on your craft, no matter how many problems you had to solve or initiate the process, you owe your gratitude to somebody, multiple people who could even help you get to this point. And that's all I'm saying. Self-made is a myth. Fuck the labels. Do what's necessary. Connect with one another. I think it's more fulfilling to say that you are a part of something, part of a team, part of a culture, as opposed to saying I did this on my own. Because to say you did something on your own, no. I mean, shit. People taught you how to walk, man. Or they gave you the model for it. If you never had the model for it, you'd probably still be on your hands and knees. I don't know. I'm not trying to get too deep. But just take that into consideration. Even when you find yourself alone, at this point, when we look externally, even though I encourage to look internally, but when we look externally to the world and try to get other people's opinions and their perspectives and their know-how, we are relying on them to help mold us into the individuals that we want to be. My friends, we stand on the shoulders of giants.